All right, so you might want to sit down for this one because Johnny Depp just posted a photo that got everyone talking. I mean, seriously, people can't stop talking about it. It's all over Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. You know when something so surprising happens that you have to look at it twice just to make sure you saw it, right? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. One photo, millions of people reacting, and everyone saying the same thing. Wait, that's Johnny Depp? The internet basically went crazy overnight. Fans are shocked. People in Hollywood are talking. And people who hadn't mentioned Johnny Depp in months are suddenly interested again. It's wild. And honestly, you don't even have to be into movies to feel the excitement. This is one of those times where everyone's got something to say. So, what's really going on? Why did one single photo get this much attention? And what does it tell us about Johnny Depp right now? The man, the legend, the Hollywood star who's somehow back in the spotlight again. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Now, if you've been anywhere near social media, you've probably seen it already. The photo everyone's talking about shows Johnny with silver hair, a full beard, and this super chill, classy vibe. Gone are the messy bandanas, the rock star eyeliner, and all the jewelry we usually see him wearing. Instead, we got this calm, confident, grown-up version of Johnny. The kind of look that makes you stop and think, okay, this man just entered his fancy era, and the internet lost its mind. Within minutes, fan pages were sharing it again. Tweets started pouring in, some saying he looks completely different, others saying he's never looked better. You know how it goes. People started making memes, comparisons, guesses. It was chaos in the most fun way possible. Some fans got emotional about it. They said things like, our pirate grew up, or he looks like the cool teacher everyone secretly likes. Others went straight for the jokes. Someone tell George Clooney he's got competition. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Johnny's new look has that same timeless charm. Older, wiser, but still mysterious in that only Johnny Depp can pull this off kind of way. But then came the guesses. Oh boy, the guesses. People started asking, is this for a new movie? Is he changing himself? Is this the big Hollywood return we've all been waiting for? And to be fair, those are all pretty good questions. Because when someone like Johnny Depp suddenly changes his look so much, there's usually a story behind it. So here's what we know. This isn't just some random selfie or red carpet photo. The photo is actually connected to a new project Johnny's working on, a film called Day Drinker, directed by Mark Webb and starring with Penelope Cruz. Now, even if you don't follow Hollywood news, that's a pretty big deal. Mark Webb is known for his movie-making style, and Penelope Cruz is, well, Penelope Cruz. Putting her with Johnny again, it's no wonder people are excited. This photo seems to be part of that. A behind-the-scenes or promotional shot that shows off his new character. But even knowing that, fans aren't talking about the movie. They're talking about him. The vibe, the change, the energy shift. And you can see why. Johnny's been through so much in the past few years. Court cases, endless headlines, personal struggles, career breaks. For a while, it felt like he stepped away from Hollywood completely. So, when this new image showed up, it wasn't just about how he looked. It was about what it meant, like a quiet message saying, I'm still here, still standing, still doing my thing. And that's powerful because if you think about it, Johnny Depp has always been more than just an actor. He's a mood, a vibe, a walking mystery. He's one of those rare stars who can disappear for a bit and still hold the world's attention when he comes back. And this photo reminded everyone exactly why. Now, let's be real. Whenever something like this happens online, the rumors come in fast. People start looking at every little detail. Someone zooms in on his beard and says he's hiding his age. Another person claims it's AI made. Someone else says it's all part of a publicity trick. Classic internet chaos. But let's clear a few things up first. No, he's not hiding his age. In fact, he's doing the opposite. That's salt and pepper look. That's confidence. That's someone saying, yeah, I've lived a life and I'm not trying to pretend otherwise. It's mature, real, and actually kind of refreshing in a world where everyone's trying to look 22 forever. Second, no, it's not AI. This is 100% real. The photo was taken as part of the Daydrinker film project, and many news outlets confirmed it. So, sorry conspiracy thinkers, no fake computer image here. And third, as for the publicity trick idea, maybe there's some truth to that one. But honestly, what's wrong with that? Every star needs a reset moment, a way to change how people see them. And after everything Johnny's been through, this might just be his way of taking control of his story again. It's smart, it's subtle, and it's clearly working because everyone's talking about it. Now, let's talk about why this moment feels different. Because it's not just a new photo, it's a turning point. This isn't the wild, chaotic Johnny we saw in the tabloid for years. This is someone who seems calmer, more grounded, peaceful even. He's not trying to shock anyone. He's just being. And somehow that's what shocked everyone the most. And you can see how fans are reacting to that. People aren't making fun of him, they're celebrating him. There's this feeling of nostalgia, like we all grew up with him through Pirates of the Caribbean, Edward Scissorhands, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And now we're seeing him step into this new, mature version of himself. It feels personal. Plus, let's not forget the Penelope Cruz factor. Johnny and Penelope have worked together before in movies like Blow and Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, and people love their chemistry. Seeing them team up again adds a layer of excitement, especially for longtime fans. It's like a reunion we didn't know we needed until now. People in the industry say the timing of this photo was an accident. Apparently, the image was released right when the Daydrinker production started building steam. Perfect timing to get people curious, right? It's not just about Johnny's look. It's about creating buzz for the project, getting Hollywood's attention, and letting audiences know he's stepping back into the spotlight on his own terms. And honestly, it's working. Studio bosses are watching. Fans are talking. Even people who once thought Johnny's career was over are now wondering, is he making a comeback? And that's exactly how it happens. One small move that shifts the entire conversation. Now, here's something interesting. People who worked with Johnny recently say he's more relaxed than he's been in years. He's focusing on creativity again, taking roles he really believes in, surrounding himself with people he trusts. It's not about the fame anymore. It's about the work. And that's probably why this image feels so real. It's not forced. It's not trying too hard. It's just him. That's also why the reactions feel so emotional. Fans aren't just reacting to a photo. They're reacting to what it represents. Strength, change, growth. For so long, Johnny was at the center of media storms. Stories about his personal life, court battles, all of it. But now, with one quiet image, he's changed the entire tone of the conversation. Suddenly, we're not talking about scandals. We're talking about artistry, about image, about legacy. And that's huge because in Hollywood, very few people get the chance to control their comeback story. Usually once the media turns on someone, that's it. But Johnny, he's always had that mysterious X factor, that ability to turn controversy into curiosity, to turn absence into excitement. Now, let's touch on the fans again because their reactions say everything. On social media, people are sharing old photos of him side by side with the new one, talking about how much he's changed and how much he stayed the same. You see comments like, and he aged like fine wine. He looks peaceful for the first time in forever, and it's giving main character energy. And maybe that's why this story connects with people so deeply. It's relatable. We've all gone through phases in life, times where we've had to start over, change ourselves, move past old versions of who we used to be. Johnny's just doing it on a worldwide scale. It's a reminder that you can go through chaos, survive it, and still come out looking, well, pretty darn good. Behind the scenes, there's also been talk that this look isn't just a movie. People who've seen him recently say he's actually dressing like this in real life now. Toned down, classy, kind of quiet luxury vibes. No flashy rings or wild outfits, just simplicity. Maybe that's part of the change. And here's another layer. When stars hit the stage in their career, it's often less about chasing fame and more about creating meaning. You get the sense that Johnny's not trying to get back his old status. He's redefining what success looks like for him. It's not about being the biggest star in the room anymore. It's about peace, creativity, and maybe even making things right. At this point in his life, Johnny seems to be choosing quality over quantity. Gone are the days of back-to-back blockbuster films, press tours, and the constant chaos of celebrity life. Now he's more careful. He's slowing down, picking projects that speak to him on a deeper level, the kind that make him feel something rather than just make headlines. And you can sense it in everything about him. The way he dresses, the way he carries himself, even the calmness in his eyes in that photo. There's a man who's found a certain kind of quiet, the kind that only comes after years of noise. It's almost poetic, really. For so long, Johnny Depp's identity was wrapped up in larger-than-life characters, pirates, outsiders, rebels. But now the real Johnny is becoming the story, the man behind the characters, someone who's seen the highs of stardom and the lows of public criticism, and has somehow made peace with both. He's no longer chasing applause. He's creating art for the sake of art. When actors reach this stage, it's like they stop performing for the world and start performing for themselves again. That's where the magic happens. When it's no longer about impressing anyone, but expressing something honest. And maybe that's what Johnny's doing now. Finding meaning in the craft. Reconnecting with the raw emotion that made him fall in love with acting in the first place. There's also this quiet strength about him. A sense that he's accepted everything that happened. The fame, the failures, the controversies, and learned from it. That's something rare in Hollywood, where change usually means denial. But for Johnny, change seems to mean acceptance. It's not about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about growing beyond it. You can almost feel that shift in the way people are responding to him. The conversation has changed. It's less about the drama and more about respect. People respect the strength. They see a man who's been through storms and come out with scars, yes, but also with wisdom, and that's inspiring. He's no longer the rebel without a cause. He's the artist who found his calm. Maybe that's what true success looks like for him now. Not box office numbers or magazine covers, but peace of mind, the ability to wake up in the morning and do what he loves without the noise of the world drowning it out. It's about legacy, not in the sense of fame, but in the sense of leaving behind something that matters, something real, something that lasts. And in that way, Johnny Depp's journey feels like it's come full circle.